One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the back. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The give to the tailback. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Overton. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Hunt is on its way. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. They they've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go to the ground. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Let's take Justice 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every...
There he goes. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
What the fuck? Come on, bro.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Go.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Making side adjustments here.
What the fuck is going on?
Looking for a man. It's Overton. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, a number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving.
He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Reach it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Back to pass on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Carrion. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to get the corner. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They want to run this quarterback. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Hutchinson. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Throws to the tight end. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Gonna look downfield again. It's gone. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. He leaves it with his back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Calls his own number. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
I can't fucking...
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, South Carolina.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The RPO fire complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Overton. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick release on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Takes the handoff. It's Fields. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The Sooners want to move quickly. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on the short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll try the run. Got room at the 35. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB Singh. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Overton. Here comes the heat. Got it in stride inside the 20. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It moves to second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry up. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by just 1 over the Red Hawks of Miami. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's carry on. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Gets it past the marker. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Turning it on. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. Inside the... And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it to the right side. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Up-tempo for the offense.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. On the move. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
Got enough space. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it on the outside. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Washington. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6.
Number 82.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the single back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They punted away on 4th down. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot.
Race into the open. At the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sooners. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to UAB. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Overton. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Handoff, keep working on that clock. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Power football with the run. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Gamecocks are marching down the field.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more first downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more first downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to pick this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might...
Close for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The short hands, it's Thomas. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw it again. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Will take over. First and 10.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll move the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Overton. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll ride the hot hand.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. A run for the quarterback. Got the first down. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins.
No, it's okay.
Deep shot for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on second down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it.